7 on the season. Taking on the starting lineup this season: Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and it's time. Here pro. And Ingram lost the handle. And that's an over and back. And that is not what Darko Rajakovic wanted to see his team at the start.
I want to swear to our audience that Darko said we cannot start the game with turnovers. It's one of the first things that he said. It happened many times against the Boston.
Brunson on the drive, pull up J over Pirtle, goes down. Brunson averaging 28 points per game. This is Barnes beyond the arc. No. Pirtle the offensive board. Shed lines it up from deep. Off the front iron. No. And OG Anunoby with the rebound.
Big part of this game is the Raptors rebounding both ways, both defensively, and you saw Jakob get an offensive one. They need as many chances and possessions as they can get against this offense of the New York Knicks.
Bridges flicks the wrist. 5-0 New York start. Full court pressure there by Hart. Barnes coast to coast, got to the rack.
Scotty just putting his head down, and tonight have to be ultra aggressive. No Emmanuel quickly in this game really is going to hurt what the Raptors can do offensively. Those 16 points, that three-point threat.
Yes.
There's a lot of relief in what quickly can do for this team. So aggression from Ingram, aggression from Scotty Barnes.
Bridges outside to Anunoby, does not beat the clock. It's a shot clock violation.
The defense has remained steady. They just got to get continuity on this end of the floor.
Barnes can't hit the turnaround. Pirtle is there for the putback. They don't get a lot of second chance points.
They don't, but great to see Yak out there. He's been dealing with the back the entire year, missing back-to-back games. And
turnover. Ingram down the lane, fouled by Brunson, and Ingram 21 points per game this season, coming off a 30-point effort and a loss to the Celtics on Sunday. You mentioned Noah Emmanuel quickly, out because of an illness, and they're also missing RJ Barrett.
There's though 3 and 5 without RJ. He's been averaging 19 points, but he's the downhill threat. He can get into the lane, he can get paid touches, and he's another guy just offensively that takes pressure off of Ingram and Barnes. So sorely missing RJ Barrett, who's getting reevaluated maybe in a week. We'll have more news on RJ's condition.
It's a right knee sprain for RJ Barrett. Here's Brunson on an island with Pirtle, lines up a three, bullseye.
That's the second time we've seen Jakob get switched out, and he's out on the perimeter. So we'll see if Darko wants to continue getting those switches and mismatches that far away from the hoop.
Winner of this game moves on to Vegas to face Orlando. Ingram, he's a mid-range assassin. Bridges defended closely by Shed. Rajakovic loves Shed's competitiveness. Hart, not a lot of movement here from the Knicks. Towns lost it out of bounds. Another 3 minutes for the Knicks. Ingram can't hit, and Towns clears it for New York. Towns, quick trigger, boom.
Just how dangerous. Big man that can shoot the ball, especially as good as Towns is.
Reverse finish. Ochai Agbaji with the hoop in the horn. Barnes averaging 5 assists per game so far this season, as Agbaji just tied this ball game up at 11 apiece. Knicks have not missed a shot yet. They have turned it over 3 times. Anunoby, outside look, Bridges, and that's the first miss. Ingram working on Anunoby. Pull up Jay. Hoop in the home again.
And Ingram in successive years don't understand how he gets that shot back and can kind of delay the release sometimes, and helps him draw some fouls and get to the free throw line.
Towns, he was on the O of the Toronto logo. Ingram across the timeline. In attack mode once again. Outside look, Shed thought about the three. Pirtle. Hand off to Ingram. Back to Pirtle, broken up and stolen. Second turnover for the Raptors. Barnes went down. Towns in attack mode. A delayed call, but it's an offensive Toronto on top. Shed with the handle. Ingram on the move. Outside, Shed for three. Left it short. Nearly tipped up and in by Barnes. Out of bounds, it will stay.
And Ingram.
Ingram inside to Shed. Shed got free. And Mike Brown needs a timeout. He does not like an advantage for the Raptors, looking to snap a three-game losing skid, but most importantly, punch their ticket to Las Vegas. New York looking to do the same. Barnes outside. Mamu for three. Off the heel. A rebound, Brunson.
Still good offense. Scotty with a great find. Mamu not able to knock it down at the top of the key.
Bridges going around the world. Sets up Clarkson off the bench for New York. Clarkson on the drive, trying to attack Barnes, and draws the foul.
Time him up, trying to get the block shot, and he ends up, because Jordan loses his footing, fouling Clarkson, putting him at the free throw line. So you don't have to stretch and get warm. Like, sometimes being cold can help you.
For consistency, he had 16 points on Friday, went 0 for 5 in Sunday's victory over Orlando.
And how about scoreless for the first time in his career in a game for Jordan Clarkson? So, yep, trying to find his role here for New York.
And missed both free throws. And now Shed will set up the offense. Raptors still in the midst of a 7-0 run. Barnes around an Ingram screen, skip pass, extra pass, Shed to the rim. 9 unanswered for the Raptors. Brunson trying to put the moves on Shed, forced to give it up. Hart. Nowhere to go. Shot clock winding down again. Brunson, desperation heave, and is fouled beyond the arc. Shed.
And it's 3 free throws here. No challenge.
No challenge. He may not have gotten it off in time. They waited too long. And so Brunson will get 3 here, knocking down the first, as we take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Visit the NBA app. Congratulations again to Orlando. All the injuries, all the things they've been dealing with, they punched their ticket to Las Vegas.
Wagner getting back into the lineup. That was a very scary fall he had Sunday in New York. And hopefully the 2 to 4 weeks is accurate for Franz to be back.
Offensive rebound. Robinson doing what Robinson does. Sets up the Brunson 3. Big possession for the Knicks. Ingram for 3. Bottoms. Approaching 5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Bridges, good look. Can't hit. Rebound, chased down by Abaji. Ingram. Drawing gravity himself. Mamu Kalashvili, 3-ball. Too long. Bridges pushing the tempo. Caught in the air, gave it up to Brunson. Brunson stops in the lane. Brunson for 3. Good! Third triple for Jalen Brunson. He just continues to set the tone for the Knicks throughout the game, but especially at the start. Off the turnover. Bridges. No. Hard to follow. Knicks on top. Ingram sets up Walter. He wants 3 and delivers. Jacoby Walter, second year out of Baylor, gives the Raptors back the lead.
What a huge shot coming off the bench. Jacoby able to knock that one down.
This is Brunson on the drive again. Pull up Jay. He has 15 in the first quarter.
Well, how would you like to beat Chucky Hepburn or Jacoby Walter to come in while Brunson's just on a Brunson burner?
Beautiful move. Ingram swish. And you're right, with no Emmanuel quickly in this game, Jamal Shead gets the start, and so Chucky Hepburn seeing his second action of the season. Brunson again on a burner. Tied up at 25. Hepburn for three. Won't drop. And Anunoby the rebound. And Brunson got hit by Walter. To your point, not an easy.
Some of their offensive potency.
The Knicks have the second best point differential in first quarters this season because of that man. Kept it clutch. Doing it early. 3-point advantage for the Knicks. Brunson has only missed one shot, 7 of 8 shooting. Ingram down the lane through contact, earns a trip to the line. What a shooting season. As Ingram knocks down the first. NBA on Prime is brought to you by CarMax. Want to drive? Ingram off the mark at the free throw line there. His second missed free throw so far. He has 12 points to lead the way for the Raptors. Clarkson attacking, pass broken up, ball on the floor, scooped up by Pirtle. Up ahead, Shed to Murray Boyles, skip pass, Walter! Beautiful ball movement by Toronto. And Anunoby downhill, hanging, and it drops.
Wow, OJ to the right hand and some extra hang time to get that one to go.
Momentarily quiet in this crowd. Outside look, Walter again, rimming out. Rebound, out of bounds. And it will stay. Drive, dumps it off to Pirtle. Pirtle can't control it, snatched away. Pirtle battling for it. Ball on the floor. Scooped up by Murray Boyles. Said all alone for three. Cash!
Huge play for these young Raptor guys to draw themselves back into this contest, for these guys to step up. That bodes well for this game.
Brunson firing again. That one won't go. Just his second miss of the night. Ingram. Bully ball down the lane. Off glass for two. Anunoby, so Josh Hart will check back into the ball game. So it's 2 fouls on Karl Anthony Towns, 2 fouls on OG Anunoby here in this opening quarter. And Brandon Ingram, knowing he has a heavier load to carry in this ball game alongside Scotty Barnes, has delivered early. 14 points for B.I.
And Darko talked a lot about B.I. being around this team last year, even though he didn't play. He was here with the team. Yeah. And that kind of opportunity to bond, to talk, to learn, to grow, along with the offseason, he's very comfortable here in Toronto.
Brunson cut off. Kicks it out. Yabusele. Long on the three. Pirtle the rebound. Up ahead to Shed. Murray Boyles. Oh, couldn't control the pass. Got it back. Put it up and off. Battle for the rebound. Secured by Hart. This is a beautiful feed by Shed. Murray Boyles just couldn't control it. Hart downhill. Got the lay. It's Toronto 35. New York 32. Ingram, elbow J, high arcing shot, got the bounce.
Wow. Well, again, unbelievable release point for P.I., but to get it over Mitchell Robinson in those extended hands, tough.
Hart got a tray. You wanted cup action, Grady.
Holy moly, let's go.
Did you tell these teams are trying to play for something? 2-point advantage for the Raptors. About a 7-second different shot in game clock. Pirtle with the reverse off the dime from Shea. Shot clock off. Hart with the handle. Poke away. Turnover. Ingram with the second remaining. Got it off. They're waving it off. Bridges going at Mamukelashvili. No. Towns crashing the glass. Couldn't put it in. Up ahead. Hepburn. Mamukelashvili now. Penetrating. Oh, swatted by Anunoby.
But hands by OG to time that one.
Bridges in the corner. The Raptors shot 57% in that first quarter. The Knicks shot 65%. Shot clock winding down. Anunoby in the lane. Pull up. Jay drops.
Tough turnaround jumper. Just a strong move for OG as the buzzer sounds.
2-point ball game. Barnes from deep. No good. And here comes the Knicks the other way. 13th three-point attempt already for the Raptors as Hart gets the lane to tie this one up. And that is a quick timeout. Surrounded, forced to give it up. Walter won't take the three. Shot clock to 3. Finds a cutting Grady Dick. Blocked by OG Anunoby. Anunoby right in the chest. Oh, Chucky Hepburn.
Grady shaken up a little bit as he landed awkwardly, but man, did that was in their defensive prowess, how teams attack those guys. But these guys on the wings, they are vultures.
Third game back for Anunoby after he missed 9 with a hamstring injury. Time now for a live update presented by FanDuel. You see the point spread and over/under odds. And Anunoby good at the free throw line. And the Knicks back on top. Knicks have reached the knockout round all 3 years of Emirates NBA Cup action, but they have not advanced to Vegas. Hepburn in the deep corner, surrounded now, gave it up to Barnes. Barnes spinning out of trouble and threw it down.
Yeah, Hepburn had to put a little bit of sizzle on that pass. Almost got stolen, and then Scotty opened on the baseline for the finish.
Kolek almost lost the handle. Good defensive pressure here by the Raptors. Again, 8th in defensive rating. Towns working on Walter. Splits the double and got the lay. Second field goal for Karl-Anthony Towns. Hepburn forced to kick it out. Stolen by Kolek. Up ahead. Hart broken up. And always fouled by Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Jacoby Walter, and Grady Dick out there. Kolek to the rim.
A good play by Mike Brown to draw it up so that Kolek could get to his left hand, and Hepburn not able to catch up with that burst of speed from Tyler.
Poeltl. Hand off to Barnes. Barnes just 4 points in the early going. Grady Dick off the heel. Knicks by 4. Anunoby finds a cutting Hart, broken up, stolen. Barnes the other way. Gonna challenge Towns. Swatted out of bounds by Towns. Look
great.
out, third row.
Man, that's great timing by Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought
8:12 to go. A.J. Lawson in for Toronto. Pass out to Barnes. Lawson in the corner, no hesitation, can't get it to go. Good clear out there by Towns for the board. Knicks' largest lead so far tonight has been 5. Largest lead for the Raptors was 6. Clarkson with the left. Knicks have outscored the Raptors 12-2 so far here in the second.
Well, the bad news for the Raptors is Jalen Brunson's not on the court. So this is an area where they should try to stretch.
Another rejection. Knicks running behind the back. Clarkson penetrating, split the defense. Wild shot won't go, but he earns a trip to the line. If that's on Barnes, that's his 3rd. Back out there on the floor for the Raptors. Jalen Brunson on the floor for the Knicks. Ingram into Poeltl. And Pirtle diving on the floor for it. Toss out to Ingram. Ingram on the drive, hanging, can't hit. Good verticality from Towns. Outside look, Barnes. He'll penetrate. Downhill with the two-hand flush.
Great hustle by Jakob Pirtle. Again, we talked about them rebounding both ways. He collects the ball, saves the possession, and then Scotty taking care of business.
Brunson with a 20-point first quarter. In the last 30 years, just 3 Knicks players have scored 20 in an opening quarter, and Brunson picking up where he left off. That company includes Carmelo Anthony and Julius Randle. Brunson's done it now 4 times. This is a mid-range J from Barnes, won't go. 49-43, New York on top. Brunson over to Towns. Approaching the midway mark of the second quarter. Towns fouled.
The foul, unfortunately, and Cat will get to the free throw line.
Towns' overall efficiency is down this season, but he has picked it up in the last few ball games. Missing on that first free throw. He's shooting 57% from the floor, 50% from downtown in his last 3 games.
What's been strange this year, Grady, for Cat is the road home split on the three-point shooting. He's close to 42% at home, but just shooting 25% from 3 on the road. So not quite dialed in when they're away from MSG.
Kind of a microcosm of their play overall on the road so far this season. 3 games below 500 when they're away from Madison Square Garden. Barnes sees a double momentarily, now backing down hard. And the lane blocked from behind by Bridges. Hard forced to slow things down. Towns penetrating. And the flush! Bodega Cat! 9-point advantage for New York. Pirtle, no good. Rebound secured by Brunson. They can go up by double figures here. Brunson, floater, money. Timeout, Toronto.
Examples being Thanksgiving spent together, not just by the team, but their extended families, the coaches' families, everyone spending time together. The little details of going to the Blue Jays World Series for inspiration, of course, creating those whispers around the franchise and something they're trying to replicate what happened in 2019. Even the 7 days they spent in Madrid, I wish I was there myself in terms of enjoying the sunshine. But that big games and that togetherness is all identified by a perfect opportunity. And nothing's better and nothing signifies a family trip than a trip to Vegas. They know they've got some work to do, but they're trying to build for this franchise in the right direction.
Yeah, and I think the whole part about the rebuild, Grady, is the fact that they're still learning each other. A curious signing with Jakob Pirtle in the middle, committing to him for the next 4 years at the center position. But for the rest of this roster, they're looking at them, they're evaluating what they bring to the table, and so far ahead of schedule at 15-10 so far this year.
No good from the outside for OG Anunoby. The Raptors in this quarter just 2 for 14 shooting. Shed. Now surveying the floor around a Barnes screen. Shed, the runner, won't go. That ball ricochets out of bounds, and it's going to be Knicks ball. We'll make it 6.
Okay, 6.
Just those 2 field goals and the free throws.
I feel better.
Here's Brunson outside. Clarkson in the corner. Left it short. Mitchell Robinson is an offensive rebound machine. More second chance points for the Knicks. Ingram leaves it for Pirtle. Pirtle off window for 2.
A good response. They can't let the Knicks keep piling these points up. And I think we're going to start looking at Darko doing the foul. We're at 18% on the season.
So Hacker Robinson is being implemented right now by Toronto.
I like the alliteration, Grady. Obviously, they have 1:44 still to do this to the 2-minute mark in the quarter, and there's 2 missed free throws.
So it works there. Here's Ingram the other way from downtown. No good. And a rebound secured by the Knicks. We'll see if they foul again. And there's Jamal Shead with another foul. His second. And so Mitchell Robinson will go back to the charity stripe. Again, now 3 for 19 on the season. And look at Shead making sure.
With referees is when they're having to intentionally foul somebody. They're running down the court. Please watch me. I'm going to foul. Let's cooperate on this together. Shead making sure to get that foul call.
There's a made free throw. Again, the ultimate theory here is that he's going to get in a rhythm. You get him enough free throw attempts, he's going to, got enough practice shots. Stay tuned for the half presented by AT&T. In studio, Taylor Rooks, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, Udonis Haslem, John Wall making his studio debut. That's all coming up at the half, breaking this one down. And 1 of 2 at the line for Robinson. And a foul is called on Jordan Clarkson. And you asked him the question about who has surprised him since he's taken over as coach, and he went right to Mitchell Robinson and what he does on the offensive glass.
Talked about his offensive glass, talked about his arms and his length, just saying, man, I watch these things unfold every night. He's been pretty awesome on that end.
Shot clock winding down on Ingram. Too long on the shot attempt. They are continuing to struggle. Their field goal percentage looks like Mitchell Robinson's free throw percentage here in the second.
Wow.
Towns swatted by Abaji. He got it back. It rims out. Towns stand with it, put it up and in.
Toronto scrapping, but Karl-Anthony Towns in the right spot to finish that one off. It feels like the Raptors' tempo on offense is completely missing, devoid of what we saw in the first quarter.
Abaji, no. They're also 0 for 7 from downtown here in this second quarter after knocking down 4 triples in the first. Raptors want to double on Brunson to get it out of his hands. Clarkson working on Shead. Tough shot. Got it to go. Jordan Clarkson. 6 points off the bench.
As good as you could play it from Shead there, just bodied up and square. Just a tough finish from Clarkson.
Anunoby breaking it up. Anunoby had the tongue out there on the flush. All New York 63-47 under 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. They have completely taken the air out of the building. Another turnover. Clarkson taking his time. Looking to get shifty. Caught in the air. Skip pass to Brunson. Extra pass. Anunoby. The pump. Fire. Can't hit. Bridges there. Sneaks in there for the lay.
Watching their team, trying to urge them on, and just nothing happening for the Raptors on the offensive end.
Only 8 points in the period for Toronto. Shead make it 11 now in the quarter for the Raptors. They've been outscored 30-11 in the period. First connect from downtown since the opening frame. Brunson, crossover, rises and hits. 26 for Jalen Brunson. He's averaging 28 on the season. Pirtle. Hand off to Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Pirtle put it through. Shot clock off for New York.
And Darko's going to have to go back to the drawing board, try to find some energy from this Raptor team and regain some confidence here as New York is taking it all away here in the second.
Got discouraged quick. Anunoby for 3. No. Got his own. Anunoby inside. Fouled with 4:10.